Good morning. Had the first night here with the kids and getting used to the tight quarters of where we have to live. It's going to take them a little bit of an adjustment to get used to it. I think the little one has kind of gotten right into it, and he loves his new little home and is very excited. But the older one, Sage, who's 12, I can feel a bit of the anxiety that he's having. He is... It's going to take him a little time to get used to this idea because it's a big change, and I think he's not quite sure what's going to be happening, and he's leaving his friends, and he woke up this morning with a sore throat, so there's some stuff in there that he wants to say and voice that I feel that he hasn't quite fully said, and just discomfort. This is a stretch for all of us to live in these spaces, and it will be interesting. And you see reality TV shows where people are in close quarters with one another, and you see all the things that can possibly happen. And you know, when you're in this tight of space, and then you also have a tour schedule, and you have all these other things that are taking place, there is opportunity for many types of interactions to occur. And so I think it is especially it is going to be a moment throughout the year where we can all be especially mindful about other people's feelings, about how to communicate, expressing of love, feeling into the vulnerability and the intimacy that is being called for in each and every moment. And I can sense that. I can see just in that one night. And the other two ladies aren't even here yet, so that was just the three of us in there. Maggie actually was here, and she decided to camp out last night, so there's her tent. She camped outside the RV last night, and she wants to do that from time to time, and I'm hoping that the kids want to experience that as well from time to time. I found myself having a little bit of I don't know if it's anxiety or nervousness, or it's rolled into the excitement, but just the thought of putting on these shows and utilizing all this equipment that I've never used before, and really, you know, getting out there and doing these things that I've said I'm going to do. And so, you know, all of those thoughts start to come up, because when we don't know something about ourselves and we're really embarking on something new and totally foreign, it is natural for the thoughts to come up, because that is the personality side that has been created by all the patterns and belief systems and filters that we've come to believe ourselves to be based on the environments that we've lived in and grown up in. And so we are all doing a lot of stretching at the moment, and there probably isn't a better place to be than out in nature while this is going on, because at least we've got Mother Nature to ground us and take care of us and secure us. And we've had quite a few people stop by and visit while we've been out here, just camping out and getting ready before we leave tomorrow. And so I'm going to share some of those people with you in the next couple of days, just because I think that what we have to get back to is really connecting hearts and minds and voices, and really honoring the wisdom and the generosity that we each have, and cherishing that and celebrating that so that we create more of it. So I hope that you will honor and cherish and witness these different individuals as I share them with you in the next day or two and all along the way. That is part of this whole rebel journey, is to say I no longer stand to not see the divine in every single person, place, and thing that I go. Because unless I'm willing to see the divine in everything, then there is not a possibility for me to have oneness at all. So this is a journey of seeing the divine in absolutely everything, and falling rapturously, madly in love, rising in love with all those things and all those people and all those places. So as we continue to prepare and pack up and navigate how to do these things, I had a radio show yesterday, and I found that I had to get in my car and drive down the street to do the radio show out of my car, because there was not enough quiet here to do it. So there will be quite a few adjustments to take place over the course of the year as I do my weekly radio show on Thursday nights, or I have other radio shows in regard to my own book that I'm being interviewed on. And then just any of the other work. I also found that I couldn't get any work done. I can't seem to get into a rhythm yet. And so after the kids went to bed at 11 last night, then I found some time and I had to stay up and try to complete some tasks and catch up on some emails. And even then I could only go so far because we do need rest as well. So all of this is now in the phase of adjusting, finding new rhythms, moving into a new flow. And that is part of change. That is part of the natural unfoldment of stretching and growing and expanding into a greater self. So thank you for being alongside with me and for holding the space as we morph into new beings that are to be the rebels on this journey. In love, of love, with love, and as love. I'm Simran Singh. I'll talk to you tomorrow.